Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the new, recently revealed or to be on sale soon, Genesis GV60. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Genesis, the story essentially began in Europe about a year or so ago. So it is basically brand new here, and it is the premium or luxury arm of Hyundai and Kia. So in the same way that DS is now the luxury arm of Citroen and Peugeot, you used to have Citroen DS, now they have now split as two separate brands, or the way Lexus is for Toyota more traditionally, for example. And up until now, every Genesis that has been sold in the UK in the last 12 or so months has been a petrol or diesel vehicle. And that all changes with this brand new GV60. Let's go and take a look. So let's do things a little bit differently today. Let's get started with the trim levels of this car because it is pretty simple. So you pick a trim. You've got either the Premium, the Sport, or the Sport Plus. And as standard, the Premium, you get rear-wheel drive, 19-inch alloys, two or twin 12.3-inch screens, a power tailgate, and a reversing camera. So it's pretty decent kit. The Premium, you also, funnily enough, in the entry level, you get the longest range in the car, probably because it doesn't have the performance of the Sport Plus. But the Premium, you get a claimed 321 miles of range, so that's really good for an entry level model of the car. 0 to 60 speed of a modest 7.8 seconds, so still under 8 seconds, not too bad, and a starting price of £47,005. Now, I'm not sure why they put that extra £5 there. You couldn't just do it as £47,000 clean, but there you go. That's Genesis for you. And the way the Genesis differentiates itself here from Kia and Hyundai, because basically they are, it's the same company, and you get it's a similar vehicle to that of the Hyundai Ionic 5, but there are some slight differences. So, and the way they differentiate is through the customer journey. So essentially, if you were to order one of these, you would get an allocated personal assistant to guide you through the entire order process and beyond. So like with Lexus versus a Toyota, you're going to get that sort of premium luxury experience if that's what you're going after. As standard also, you get 5 years warranty. Now, typically in the UK, you'll get 3 years on most cars. With this, you're going to get 5. And you get 5 years roadside assistance, 5 years free servicing. That's included as part of the on-the-road price, and mapping and over-the-air software updates. That's all included in the price. So that is where you starting to see some of the price differences of that versus the Kia EV6 or the Hyundai Ionic 5. Now, I think the exterior looks great. Yes, okay, it might be polarizing with those rear lights, for example. I think it looks pretty cool. The interior as well is really cool, much like that of the retro Hyundai Ionic 5. Except this steps things up a little bit in terms of luxury and build quality. So you're going to get a little bit more refinement, a little bit quieter, a little bit more comfortable inside, that little bit of extra luxury and premium quality over that of a Hyundai or a Kia. It's engaging to drive with nice refinement. Taking a look inside, the steering wheel is coated in plush, soft leather, and you get contrasting stitching all over the leather seats and the dashboard. I actually sat in one very recently. I haven't test driven yet, but I have sat in one, and the quality was fantastic. There was barely any scratchy materials or plastics to be found around the car. It really is a nice place to be. You get the similar twin 12.3-inch touchscreens that you'll get in the Ionic 5 or even the Kia EV6. So tech-wise, there isn't that much of a difference. But remember, with this, you do get 5 years free over-the-air software updates included as part of the price. So you'll always have the latest sort of, if there is something new to be released or some improvements in perhaps efficiency or range, or whatever else there is with the software, that's included in the price. So it's a very short review there, but to conclude, and this is probably the question that most buyers will have in mind, is this worth spending £10,000 or so more than the entry-level Hyundai Ionic 5, or 5 grand more over the entry-level Kia EV6. Now, that's an entirely subjective question, and it's up to you. Fundamentally, there are those who, for example, with a Toyota, are willing to would rather prefer getting a top of the range Toyota, for example, as opposed to a mid or low spec Lexus. But there are those who do, end of the day, if you value that premium customer experience, premium customer aftercare, that the quality in the stitching, the leather, the build quality is slightly more comfortable. That those little differences, essentially, that's up to you whether you think it's worth the 10 or so £1,000 premium over the Hyundai or Kia counterparts. Obviously, as we know, the Ioniq 5 and EV6, they are fantastic cars, so you'll get the same thing with this. It's going to be brilliant to drive. Luxury is going to be great. The tech is going to be great. And then it will just simply come down to, are you willing to pay that bit extra for that luxury in the same way somebody will buy a DS over a Citroen, a Lexus over a Toyota, or an Infiniti over a Nissan, for example, in the US. Thanks for watching YouTube. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think the Genesis is worth the price difference over Ioniq 5? Do you like the looks of it? Would you guys consider buying one? And as always, guys, please do remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next week. Peace out.